Oh my god, hey, I didn't know you guys were there. I was just, meditating. That's what today's video will be about. I was gonna make this the other day. I made the Oscar video, and now I'm making this video. So anyway, I put on a little show for you guys. Not that I don't dig stuff like this, but you know, I was being dramatic for the sake of this. Anyway, so meditation. The reason I decided to make this video was because I've sort of talked to a lot of people about meditation, and it seems that the idea still gets a little bit lost, even for those who are, you know, genuinely trying to make it work for them. And of course, you know, I can only tell you about my adventure, but I tried meditation for a long time, on and off. I didn't really understand how it worked. I'd heard all the quotes: still the mind, take the witness position, you know, let them flow, be the observer. But the nitty, like, gritty of it, like the truth behind it, is just it's not as flowery, at least not in the beginning. I'll get to experiences through meditation, maybe by the end of this, maybe another video, maybe a little of both. But I feel that people need to know that the essence of meditation, at least in the beginning, sitting meditation, being with the mind, is not the stillness of the mind, not the quieting of the mind. It's the way those images bring up to a lot of people. It's better to say it is the unleashing of the mind. It is not holding back any thought, any feeling about a thought, any thought about a thought, and feeling about a thought, and judgment of yourself about how you felt about the thought, about the thought, about the thought, about the feeling about the thought. I'm getting a little crazy now, but that's how the thought process works, unobserved. Which is why you feel crazy for no reason half the time. Part of the reason you feel that way. Anyway, it's about sitting, eyes closed if you want, pick a point of focus, get a candle, get a crystal, get whatever works for you. Don't even, you have to sit cross-legged. You just want to sit in a position where your spine is erect, but not bowed, that you're blending with gravity as best you can. You want to try to keep palms up and out, just because if you notice when you breathe, if your palms are facing down, you have a much shallower breath than if your palms are upward facing. That's just one of those things about the body and the mind. Anyway, so your thoughts come in. Your thoughts about thoughts, your thoughts about thoughts about thoughts. The only thing you need to remember is not to stick to them. Not to not think about them. There's like a difference. Don't like think about the thought and then feel the feeling. If you have to cry, cry. If you have to laugh, laugh. If you want to scream, scream. It's not this, you know, the theatrical image of a monk sitting in a temple. It's whatever works for you to get basically enough of this to rush through your head that it clicks, hopefully, that you are not those thoughts. That half of those thoughts weren't even thoughts about actual things, but thoughts about thoughts. You just surrender to it. Surrender to the fact that all that chatter, in a way it's sort of about hiding from what you've known the whole time. It's like, most of the time we analyze, the moment comes and we make a split decision. That's how it works. Always from the inside out, which is what meditation gets you. Brings you to a place where you can create enough space between your initial reaction to a momentary circumstance and a complete personal identification with the same thing, creating a totally different way about it in your head. In the circumstance, you can feel what you want to feel if you can have the presence of mind to be there, feel it, but know that it's just in the moment. You can feel that. It doesn't mean anything about you. It means you can just feel what you feel about what you think and move on. It's when we don't know that, get confused between ourselves and the feeling. To put it simply, if I were to say, hi, my name is Jake, and I'm angry. And that's it. That's what I use to encapsulate me. Or, hi, I'm Jake, I'm happy. Or, hi, I'm Jake, I'm sad. None of those words alone, or even together, describe me, or you, or anyone else at their core. You can't be described by a word created to convey a feeling. That's the thing. That's what meditation can give you. And really, the whole sitting, letting the thoughts rush in, watching them, feeling the next ones, and the next ones, and the next ones, until you see the difference between you and your thoughts. Once that's achieved, meditation can and is for a lot of people an every moment thing. And you can meditate or contemplate on anything, on everything. You just know that when you're in that contemplation, you're not looking for a reason or an answer. You're just contemplating the isness of it. It's why, while I understand the phenomena of astral projection and telepathy and, dimensional travel, it's in no way superhuman. It's just human. Really, purely human. And that's where what we have figured out in science, when mixed with ancient wisdom, points an even clearer picture to the fact that knowing about quantum entanglement and superpositions and singularities and things like that should let you know that when you go into a state of consciousness, say that your consciousness is, for lack of a better word, or description, not totally with your body anymore, the astral projection, the flying around and stuff, you can see that and feel it and experience it and love it. But once you attach to that experience and make it the thing that happens, you're missing the point of the reason you experience and feel that is because you're not this incorporeal body flying around in the mind's eye of the human form. You're able to perceive that way because in the incorporeal form there's no space-time. There's, this has all been said before, but there's no distance between thought and form, between consciousness and perceived reality of consciousness. And you say, like, well, how do you know this? Do you astral project? Do you do all this other stuff that you're talking about? And so you know the secret of it? And that's the point. No. Whether I have or haven't, those terms to me are labels on experiences. We've all slept and we've all dreamed. And we've all had dreams that we knew were dreams, but they felt so real, and we were in total control of those dreams. Well, what do you think that means? Like I said, most of the time we're looking at something and we have a tendency to look at things from the outside in, but it's always the inside out. Research the pineal gland, the third eye, and that'll illustrate that even more. So maybe it's what we call the subconscious. It's far more tangible than what we currently consider primary consciousness. A bit of a tangent, but without the understanding of meditation as you accepting and loving you despite whatever thoughts you might have. That's what I got out of it, and continue to get out of it. And I wish you so much luck and love and light along your journey, and hope that maybe can be a signpost for you. Let it in, let it flow. Then you'll let it go by. You don't have to try. If you surrender, you don't have to try. Just let it roll over you until you realize you're the only real thing there, and it's just rolling over you. And again, I want to emphasize, this does not mean you can't feel angry, annoyed, sad, scared, mad, whatever. But you are not those things. Pick a mantra to do during meditation. Say it out loud, say it in your head. Research binaural beats and frequencies. And I am not my thoughts. I am not my feelings about a thought. I am love and acceptance, and above all, totally impaired with this, in tandem. It'll help you with everything else. Just observe your breath. Don't observe your thoughts. Breathe in deep. And out. Watch it until it becomes natural. And feel. Be in your body. Shift focus from all that chatter to everything that's going on that you don't normally pay attention to. Any sensations, just go with them. Don't tense. Just relax and breathe. And feel. But don't judge. You're perfect because perfection comes out of imperfection. we wouldn't know one without the other, so it's what we all are. It's just so much easier to see it in other places, because you don't realize those other places are you. Just don't get high and mighty about it, because you're those other places as well. Again, peace, love, light. Om. Mwah. Bye, guys.